Welcome back to Wednesday on the Pagan Perspective. I'm your Wednesday host, Yeka, and truth be told, I'm not really ready for this video. It was a little bit of a surprise, but here we are. So, it had been my intention, and I announced it to all of you actually at the beginning of the year, that this was going to be my final year with the Pagan Perspective. And I've had big feelings about that. I've been thinking about it for a while. My intention was to step aside, to pass that torch on to someone else, to provide the platform, the space that I had been using, and bring in more voices. But it's still emotional. I was trying to think about it. I can't remember if it was 2011 or 2012. I think 2012 that I joined the collaborative, or the channel, rather. As a substitute, I was Feather's substitute, and then after a year, stepped into being a full-time host. And here I've been since. And I've taken a few breaks here and there for maternity leave and things like that, but it's been a constant in my life for almost a decade, and I am so grateful for these moments that we've had. It's been wonderful each week to really have something to think about, and think about how can I contribute? Because that's really how I've seen this whole thing, is what can I give to the community? I think I've mentioned before to all of you that I'm an introvert and very shy, and speaking words are difficult for me. And so it takes a lot to do these videos, to do these hundreds of videos. But I believe that it's important, and I believe that it's a way of sharing and giving to the community. And I think that reflects a deep belief that I have, that we all have a responsibility to our communities. And we can define community in many different ways. We could talk about the community of our land. We could talk about the community of our physical human neighbors, of our county or country, and of communities like this, ones that are chosen communities where we share something, even though we're all over the world. So it has truly been an incredible honor, and I hope that these videos have been helpful, even a fraction of how helpful they have been in my life. I hope that they have had value to you or to others. And I'm not really even sure where to go with this, but I think I will finish by saying, I personally will continue to be a presence in the pagan community online, and I have been in other areas for some time now. I started with my own channel, which might get a little bit more time now that now that the Pagan Perspective is ending, at least in the way that it has been. If Kara chooses to do something with it in the future, she's alluded to that being a possibility. But my part in it is come to an end in this time of autumn, in this time of the hollows. But I will continue to make videos on my own channel. The one that I was working on filming earlier was the Pagan Parenting Young Children edition. I did the Toddlers edition a few years ago. Now I'll be doing the young children, but continue to be there. Every week I'm on a podcast. So The Wonder Science-Based Paganism, that's one that I do with Mark Green. And we have a blast. It's so much fun. I'll put the link And we talk about some real heavy stuff. We certainly do not shy away from the big topics like life and death and sex and politics and but also holiday recipes and ritual and altars, and we go through all of it. So a lot of my time is there, and connected in with all of that, the Atheopagan Society. So that's where much of my effort and mental and emotional space is going to with the pagan things, just helping that grow. And we'll be putting out a lot. We already are. There's so many wonderful people involved doing incredible work. So we're putting a lot out for the community at large. And by the way, you don't have to be a member. The society is not a membership society. So to be able to use these resources and connect with them. And I also have my guided meditations podcast as well. And that really was born out of the encouragement that many of you gave to me about sharing that. So there's a few guided meditations on my YouTube channel, but I also have an actual podcast of that as well. And I don't have it written down, but we had been given a few kind of seed questions. I was thinking about where are we going next? What are we excited for the next few years with our practice? Well, a big one for me is that we're finally pretty much here, and I get to really be with my land now. There's still a little bit of the ties into the city, but we're pretty much out here, and that's been, a dream for years to get out and be fully part of this land, and stepping into being a member of it and taking care of it and really helping to heal and restore a lot of the damage and making it a place for life, for all life, and bringing that back. So that's huge. And of course, my little children are growing, and so family is big, and bringing them in and celebrating with them and helping cultivate their growth, and being together as a pagan family. And then the effort with the other parts of where I feel that I can contribute to the pagan community, which is what I was talking about. So those links. So thank you. Thank you so much. It has been all of you as viewers, whether you've commented or not, and some of you that have commented quite a bit over the years. It's been just a highlight, a delight, and I hope that these videos have been of some value to you. And I know that your participation and involvement has meant so much to me. So I suppose there's already been a couple of videos this week, but if you haven't shared, or if you feel moved to share or more, please let us know in the comments what this has meant for you. Where are you going? And maybe in this time of autumn, in this time of letting go, of letting some things die, so that there is room and space for the next life, what are some of those things that you're letting go? I really do, I hope to see all of you in some of the other places in the wonderful world of the internet. And take care.